Welcome back. Today, we are looking at the happy number problem. This is a classic question often found in coding interviews that tests your understanding of loops, recursion, and cycle detection logic. So, what exactly is a happy number? A number is defined as happy if, starting with any positive integer, we replace the number by the sum of the squares of its digits, and repeating this process eventually leads to the number 1. If the process loops endlessly in a cycle that does not include 1, the number is considered unhappy. Here is how the algorithm works step by step. First, we split the given number into its individual digits. Second, we square each of those digits. Third, we sum those squares together to get a new number. We repeat this entire cycle with the new number. This continues until we either hit 1 or we realize we are stuck in an infinite loop. Let's walk through an example with the number 19. First, 1 squared plus 9 squared equals 1 plus 81, which gives us 82. Next, we take 82. 8 squared plus 2 squared equals 64 plus 4, which is 68. Then, 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 36 plus 64, which is 100. Finally, 1 squared plus 0 squared plus 0 squared gives us 1. Since we reached 1, 19 is a happy number. Now let's see what happens with an unhappy number like 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 squared is 16. 1 squared plus 6 squared is 37. 3 squared plus 7 squared is 58. As we continue this process, the numbers keep changing, moving to 89, 145, 42, and then 20. And here is where it gets interesting. From 20, 2 squared plus 0 squared gives us 4. But wait, we have seen 4 before. If you look back, the second number in our sequence was 4. This means we have entered a cycle. We will go from 4 to 16 to 37 and so on, back to 4 again forever. Since we are in a loop that does not include 1, 2 is an unhappy number. The most intuitive solution is to use a hash set. As we generate each new number in the sequence, we add it to our set. Before calculating the next number, we simply check if the current number already exists in the set. If it does, we know we have found a cycle, so we return false. If we reach 1, we return true. A more space-efficient approach is Floyd's Cycle-Finding Algorithm, often called the Tortoise and Hare algorithm. We maintain 2 pointers. The slow pointer moves 1 step at a time in the sequence, while the fast pointer moves 2 steps. If there is a cycle, the fast pointer will eventually wrap around and catch up to the slow pointer, landing on the same number. If the fast pointer reaches 1, the number is happy. Let's compare the complexity. Both approaches have a time complexity of big O of log, and this might seem surprising, but the number of digits decreases very quickly, so the sequence length remains small. For space complexity, the hash set approach uses big O of log n space to store the history. However, Floyd's cycle-finding algorithm uses constant space, big O of 1, making it very efficient. To wrap up, remember these key points. The happy number problem is fundamentally a cycle detection problem. You can solve it easily using a hash set to track history, or optimize for space using the 2 pointers method. Also, note that these sequences don't grow to infinity. They are bound to either reach 1 or enter a small finite cycle.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.